They're really loaded with talent.
On the court for Michigan. Freak in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Freak can't get it to go.
Guys, it's almost impossible to think about Michigan basketball and not think of the Fab Five. I mean, one of the most storied recruiting classes ever. They were dominant in their tenure here at Michigan.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
And thinking back to the Fab Five, there were 5 freshmen, all brought in the same year, and they all started.
Yeah. Chris Webber, Juwan Howard, Jalen Rose were the most successful pros, all of them playing professionally at some level. It's still considered one of the greatest freshman classes, if not the greatest of all time.
And a wide-open look for Freak. Offline with his 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Passes it to Fresh. From the line. And the shot falls short this time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's UCLA, trailing here by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the foul is called. The intentional. Michigan with the ball. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball. Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free. Then it's Fresh. And it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wolverines, Freak is in at the point. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at shooting guard. Fast break. Here come the Wolverine.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Now, that was pretty. That was just a nice-looking reverse jam right there.
Use the rim, Clark, to protect the ball, I think, too, a little bit.
Yeah, did a nice job with it.
And guys, how about the awareness there with that finish in traffic?
Jones against Campbell. Pulls up, high post. Good D by Jones.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this league. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had the foul.
And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
They've got Fresh. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then there's Free. And it's Roberts. At the center, filling out the middle. And for the Wolverines, Freak, he's in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Jones. Then it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. And for the Bruins, we've got Free. Campbell is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh, and it's Roberts in at the 5, down low.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
UCLA trails by 10. Pass to Fresh. Here's Free. It's tipped. And here's Freak. 5 points in the game. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Freak's got 8.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Here's Free. There's the screen. Pass to Campbell. From deep. And he gets it to go. The Wolverines leading by 10. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the two highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it. Here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that.
The Wolverines also changing it up. Knights checked in for Jefferson, and Freak subbed in for Flash. Now, here is Starks. Feeds it to Porter. Starks with a screen on Knight. Porter passes to Starks. 6 on the shot clock. Porter against Knight. Porter, no luck.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
On the court for Michigan. Freak in at point guard. Taylor is out there with Wright, and it's Knight in at the 2. Up it goes, and the Wolverine lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Starks. Starks has gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to live that one down easily.
Here's Free. To the middle. Here's Roberts, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Wolverines.
What a tremendous showing from the three-pointer all through this game.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
He's perfect from the line this time. Freak with it.
And, you know, we've seen a lot of great point guards over the years, and Freak is right at the top for me. The things he can do with the ball are special, and he knows how to control the flow of the game, too. He's not only highly skilled, but he's a maestro in orchestration.
And it's really interesting. Controlling tempo and pace is oftentimes something that most point guards don't really learn until they are pros. But Freak understands how important that is already. It's a big part of why so many think he'll be successful as a point guard on the next level.
UCLA trails by 7. Campbell, the pass to Free. Here's Roberts, covered by Smith. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Good on both.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for them. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
They're starting to feel it from deep. Let's tighten up our pressure on the perimeter and make those looks tougher to get. We're going to give up the drive, but we have to rotate on the weak side to get there.
The Wolverines leading by 5, and it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
They're fortunate that one was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
A minute 20 left in the second half. Now here's Freak. Not a lot of room. 16 feet away. And the shot is long.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Poked loose. Stolen by Ellis. Fast break. Here come the Wolverines.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
.50 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Free. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim. Now, Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
He feeds it to Smith. Dishes to Jones. Michigan moving it around. Here's Freak. And the 3 off target.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, The words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
.15 seconds left to play here in the second half. Now the pass to Looney. Takes the three. Rebound by Smith. It's deflected. And so it's Michigan winning this one. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew thanking you for tuning in.
Paris, São Paulo, França, Brasil. Aí, MSP da RIPB, Laboratório Fantasma. É nóis. Assim,
os manos no posto, trampando a contragosto, feliz ou oposto. Aposto que sei da dureza, que é a tristeza deformando o seu rosto. Se carros falassem, talvez o mundo escutasse, olhar do impasse, olhasse, limpasse, brilhavam vocês. Juro, pras minas no fronte, que dor pra contar tem de monte. É tipo uma fonte dela, de fronte ela sonha com um novo horizonte. Trancada na cela ou numa favela. Medo é foda, João, pobre menina, só...
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Louisville and the Michigan Wolverines.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Now let's take a look at Louisville's opening lineup. Sanders is out there with Rozier. Then there's Harrell. Then it's White. And it's Mack in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Now here's Jones. Freak dishes to Jones. Ellis with a screen on White. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Pass to Sanders. There's a screen. Inside. Stolen by Ellis. Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Ellis kicks to Smith. The shake. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting for the Wolverines.
And that one misses. So both teams making some changes here. He hits the second from the line. Michigan with the ball.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
On the court for Louisville, they've got Jones. He's out there with White, and it's Sanders in at the shooting guard position. Outside Odom. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
And that one's good. Right.
2 points for Denzel Wright.
1:53 left in the first half of basketball. And here is Odom. To the left wing. There's the feed to Jones. To the inside. 13 feet away. Banks with the rebound. The Wolverines leading by 5. 1:27 left here in the first half. And Freak throws it down.
And Freak has... really come out blazing here in the first half, absolutely imposing his will on the opponent.
And, Greg, that's what great college players do. I mean, they control the game and really make the opposing defenses adjust to them.
Here is Sanders. The Wolverines making their last shot. Here's Odom. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Freak kicks to Jones. There's a screen to the middle. Layup off the pick.
2 points, Freak!
And Freak with the layup. Freak's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Wolverines. Outside Odom. Screen by Jones. Odom kicks to Jones. And it's Michigan with the rebound.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
There's Freak. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Wolverines. Odom with it. Pass to Mack. Fades back. Can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And the first half is now in the books. It's the Wolverines and we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And guys, I think we may see some strategies being adjusted here as we get into the second half. Still plenty of time to cut into this lead.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, Freak has done a good job of getting his team in this position, and they got themselves a bit of breathing room in the first half, and all they have to do the rest of the way is manage the lead.
Freak in at point guard. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2. On the court right now for the Cardinals. White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at the 5 spot. The Wolverines leading by 10. Flash is checked in for Freak. He's checked in for Michigan. Freak comes in for Flash. And the Cardinals making a change here as well. Early, he's checked in for Mack. Here's Rozier. Screened by Sanders. And it's good. Going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal.
Louisville shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. Here's Ellis. The shot no good. Now Louisville takes it the other way. Freak, he's in at point guard. Smith is out there with Ellis. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at 2 guard. The Wolverines leading by 10. Now Freak from downtown. And once again off the mark by Michigan. At the elbow, Sanders. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Sanders has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cardinals. Now here's Freak. He's guarded close and a missed layup.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Sanders passes to Rozier.
it's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
On the free throw, no good. Max checked in for the Cardinals. And he does get the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And here are the Cardinals. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. .141 left to play here in the second half. Rozier the pass to Matt. Here's Harrell, and he slams it one-handed.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
And Freak throws it down.
Such a strong finisher for a floor general.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
That's the uncanny ability he has, to find a teammate for an easy basket or get one himself.
.111 left here in the second half. White the pass to Rozier. Here's Mack, covered by Smith. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. You can see the leadership qualities on display right there, guys.
You know, he's their coach on the floor. There's no doubt about that. A great communicator, a great teammate, and as you mentioned, Kevin, a tremendous leader.
He's able to hit the second one, and that trims the lead to 6.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Now here's Freak. He's guarded closely. And it's out of bounds. The Wolverines able to retain possession here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
50 seconds left in the second half of basketball.
Well, the clock has become their worst enemy.
Not a friend anymore. They've got to work quickly from here.
And Kevin, maybe the play of the game right there.
A tremendous instincts grade to come up with a steal and then attack the basket.
Game changer right there, guys. An unbelievable play to make it this stage of a really tight ball game.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Good work at the line to stretch that lead out a little bit.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the second half. Here's Matt, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And that misses, and no second shot coming to him this time. The second of 2 is good. That brings them within 5. Here's Freak. And that one is stuffed right through.
And with that basket, you have to think this lead is secure.
I'm almost ready to go there with you, partner. Not quite. I'm hanging around at that 98% mark. So it's just about done, but I need a little more evidence to close the book on it.
Price dishes to Thomas. The 9-foot shot. Nails it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. There's 18 seconds left here in the second half, and now they decide to foul intentionally. And a nice job of nailing the first one for 1-1, so the chance now to make it 2.
2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. There's 18 seconds left here in the second half of the game.
Not sure there's anything they can do to salvage this one.
Not anymore. I mean, any chance they had got away from them, slipped right out of their hand.
Now here's Freak. And once again off the mark by Michigan. And so it's Michigan winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, and they got pushed down the stretch, but they did what they needed to do and held their ground when it mattered most and got the W.
Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Michigan Wolverines.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball. High energy, lay it all out on the line for college hoops. Everything these young players have worked towards their entire life comes down to this exact moment.
And you can bet, Clark, that each and every player here tonight feels the importance of this game like no other in their lives, really. A big key in coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself. How do you handle the pressure of the big stage? We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of that raw energy and focus on getting the job done.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 slot.
And with any championship game, you know that every player's going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skills as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Outside Hill. Puts up a 3. Rebound by Smith. On defense, Wisconsin. 4-point game.
And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
The Badgers making a switch here. Conley's checked in. And here is Hill.
You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Launches a 3, and he drills it. Beautiful release there from Freak. Freak's got 11 points.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there, going at it the way they did, but...
On the court for Michigan. Freak, he's in at point guard. Jones is out there with Wright. And it's Smith, and it's Banks in at the 2.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Hill has the open look. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. The Wolverines leading by 3.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school. Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Smith dishes to Freak. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And that's 13 points for Freak.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Hill kicks to Hawkins. Rebound by Smith.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And a wide open look for Freak. Good on the triple. Freak's got 16 points.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Walker the pass to Decker. Just 3 to shoot, and they come right back with their own three-pointer. Decker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the inside, stolen by Walker. Hawkins against Banks. Here's Decker. Smith with the defensive effort.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Out to the right wing. Banks dishes to Freak. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Freak's got 18 points.
Well, he doesn't waste too many of those chances close to the basket.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Wade. And it's Michigan with the rebound. Smith's got his third rebound on the night. And it's Freak missing. Wisconsin trails by 7. Hawkins kicks to Walker from the low block. The offensive rebound.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even if you won't.
And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
That's the wall. What are you doing? Stay down.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Kaminsky out there with Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4.
And, guys, one big story that we have in this championship game is that a guy like Freak could boost his draft stock quite a bit. A win here could catapult him up the big boards of a lot of teams.
And, you know, while it's just one game, scouts will get a chance to see how he plays on the big stage. Knowing a player is at his best when the lights are brightest is a big plus in GM's books.
Both shots good from the stripe. Michigan with the ball. The lead is 2. Freak passes to Smith. Here's Freak. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. And it's now 23 points for Freak.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Decker dishes to Hill. They set the screen. And the basket by Kaminsky.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some soft D.
The Wolverines leading by 3. Here's Freak. Top of the key jumper, no good.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Decker with it. Jones covering. Outside Hill. Now here's Decker, defended by Jones. Kicks it out to Evans. 5 to shoot. That one off the back iron and out. And Michigan has possession. It's a 3-point game. Freak kicks to Crawford. Passes it to Freak. Back to Crawford. Michigan moving it around. Here's Freak. Ellis, the pass to Freak. The Badgers pull it in.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
And now we've got the intentional. The Badgers leading by 4. Freak, he's in at the point. Ellis is out there with Smith. Then it's Jones. And it's Crawford at the 2 guard. Freak with it. Now defended by Decker. Freak dishes to Ellis. His first shot coming late, and the jumper falls for him.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. Conley kicks to Kaminsky. Back to Conley. Out to the right wing. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Decker's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Badgers.
And the defense we've seen today reminds me of that great defensive era back in the 80s. Wouldn't you say so, Clark?
Well, hold up now, Greg. Wait a minute. I know you played in the 90s and you were part of the Knicks teams that were known for defense and mugging guys. But there was defense played in the 80s, but it was a more free-flowing offensive game, and that's the way I choose to look at what we're seeing now. This is the beautiful game on display between the lines.
.146 left here in the second half. They set the pick. Evans passes to Hill. Back to Evans. And taken away by Ellis. Here's Crawford. It's good. This game is all even.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
1:27 left here in the second half. Hawkins with it. The shot no good. Excellent D from Freak to take the lead. The shot no good. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Here's Hill. The shot is off. Good D by Jones. Michigan with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
That is prototype rebounding right there. He gets the position down low, boxes out, and then corrals it.
Stolen by Ellis. Here's Freak. Nails the triple.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it? Clutch.
On the wing, Evans. 32 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Bank shot, no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. You just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
Now here's Kaminsky. He's guarded close. Outside Hill. Will it go? And again, it's the Badgers missing. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for Michigan.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Hawkins. And so it's Michigan winning this one. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys, there is no better feeling for them as they are the last team standing in this terrific tournament.
Kevin, you said, I mean, all the hard work, the blood,
Hello?
Hey, Maz.
We met working at the post office.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Michigan.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibrations. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady, Yvette. My dude, Vig.
Hey, yo, I got you, man. Hey, hold him in the building all day, yo.
All right.
Yeah, I love you, man. I love you in town.
Man, he's like my brother. Oh, gosh. And also, want to thank my sister, Cece, who was also my manager. Swish, love you.
I love you more.
And my agent, Mr. Don Pagnotti himself.
You're the man, baby.
I guess I will take some questions now. Yes, ma'am.
How did you get the nickname Freak?
A lot of people don't know this, but Freak is short for my very first nickname, Frequency Vibrations.
Yeah, true story.
I'd like to introduce our mother so she could tell it. Go ahead. Get up, Mama.
Tell her, Mama.
Come on.
Oh, get her, Mom.
Thank you, everyone. Frequency and Cece are fraternal twins. And so when I was pregnant, one of them kept kicking and jumping around all the time. So my husband, Pete, put headphones on my belly and played reggae music.
Hence the name Frequency Vibrations.
We shortened it to Freak.
How did you know who was kicking?
A mother knows. A mother always knows.
Are you ready for a photo op?
Yes. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the next NBA superstar, Frequency Vibrations.
Go ahead, son.
Thank you all for coming. We will be available for one-on-ones in the back. Good job. Well done.
Congratulations, son.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll see the Miami Heat defending home turf in the Eastern Conference. And this matchup with Charlotte, first game of the NBA season for them. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And they'll...
NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. Even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
On the floor for Charlotte, Kid Gilchrist and Williams are at the forward spots. Batum is out there with Kemba Walker, and it's Zeller in at the center position.
And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season, he was pushed in the back by Larry Sanders on a dunk and went down hard.
Hornets leading by 5. Walker with it. Wade picks him up. Shot from 16. Walker's shot is off.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
Here's Stoudemire, and the layup falls.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
That's good.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Freak kicks to Bosch. The feed to Freak from deep. No good. And the Hornets now going the other way. Dishes to Walker. Wide open look. And the shot is good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And it's Dang in the corner. He dishes it to Freak. Back to Dang. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I tell you, Luol Deng is not exceptional in any one area, but really doesn't have any weaknesses either. I think he's been one of the most complete small forwards over the past decade in the league.
Talking about Luol Deng, his consistency year to year has been outstanding. Over 11 seasons, Greg, if you look at his averages across every category, they're remarkably similar.
And here's a guy who can score from anywhere. Great mid-range game, makes plays for his teammates, rebounds at both ends. He is versatile and bankable.
There's the dish to Lamb. Picked by Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And the Heat with some changes. Winslow comes in. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Al Jefferson's checked in for Williams. Batum comes in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Lamb. And it's Kemba Walker in for Jeremy Lin. On the court for Charlotte, Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. And it's Batum in its small forward. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Jefferson has a wide open look. Jefferson missing again. The Heat trail by 9. Dang dishes to Freak. Bosch kicks to Wade. And the shot is good. Wade's got his second basket of the game.
Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
The 10-footer. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds in this game.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Walker against Wade. Walker the pass to Lee. Jefferson attacking. And that one comes up a bit short.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks and
end of the year, they were a force.
And that's the very first basket right there, folks, of what is hopefully a very long and a very prosperous career from Freak.
You know, there should be a lot more of those ahead. I mean, he's no flash in the pan, guys. I mean, he's going to be around this league a long time.
Certainly appears that way to me, too. I mean, he's got the confidence and ability of a player who's capable of being a fixture in this league for years.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
And Walker kicks to Batum. It's rebounded by Bosch. The Heat trail by 5. Here's Freak. Dang dishes to Wade. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And Dwayne Wade, as we know, one of the best in the business.
And a pretty tight. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And look at Al Jefferson. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about.